Okay, hi Capricorn, hope that you're doing great. Welcome to your reading. This is a general one for December, like the year's just gone like whoosh and then it's done. So this is a general reading. Some of the messages may be for you, a lot of the messages may be for you. Just take it what it resonates, and just release the rest with peace. But as I always recommend, when you come across something that really resonates with you, place your hand on your heart, take a nice deep breath, and say yes to it. Say yes. I say yes to that. I claim that for myself. Okay? All right, so we're going to take a look at sort of what's going on in your energy, what your soul would like to communicate, what you really want to focus on for your highest good in life. And whether your concern is love or career or health or, confidence or like whatever, moving from one space to another, your energy is always going to tell you what your possibilities are. Okay? If any of you are interested in learning to read the tarot, there's some links in the description for my tarot reading courses. First couple of lessons are free. There's a free oracle card reading course. So go right ahead and check it out. It is actually on promotion at the moment. Gates of Triumph. Success expands in your life. Beautiful, beautiful, Cappies. Success expanding in your life. Doorways opening. Gateways opening. Things that may have been blocking you before, ways before in life that you felt maybe cut off and things like that, all sorts of challenges and blockages. I feel it's just sort of like if you kind of think like a valley, for example, and then like you maybe wake up in the morning and there's always like this blanket of mist that's laying over there, and there's a lot of beauty underneath that mist. The whole valley is still there, and the flowers are there, and everything that's beautiful is there. But you can't see it at the moment because you've got this mist over it, and but this mist is still beautiful. And then what sometimes happens, Capricorn, is that we're in a certain sort of like experience of life. You got like the mist around you, and you see the beauty of it, and we try to hold on to it like you can never really hold on to mist. And the sun is beginning to come out, and in this case, the sun is spirit, the sun is source, the sun is the universe, it's our creator, and it's coming through to gently lift that mist for something beautiful and amazing and incredible and fantastic and perfect for you, like a blessing bespoke to you, Capricorn. This is what's busy happening for you at the moment. That is what I'm picking up for you. Okay? A breakthrough, a gateway of prosperity, of manifestation, a beautiful path, the way revealing itself to you, an offer coming in, an idea coming in. And you don't have to be concerned about missing it and being worried like, what if I don't see it and what if I miss the signs? You will not, because it's shining through like a sunrise. It's like a flashlight basically, and it's like that light as the sun comes up and it lifts and it shows you the beauty of the valley that was always there. So your beauty is being revealed to you, Capricorn, as you do continue forward. I'm going to love clarifying that message for you. But let's see what you've got in Osho Zen. Osho Zen is all about your soul purpose in this life. It's about getting out of this repetitive cycle of things that are just not serving you positively, and you want to go fucking insane, and you've got change, which is the Wheel of Fortune in traditional tarot. And this is letting you know, Capricorn, it doesn't matter what else is happening in your natal chart. By the way, you might want to go look at your natal chart. There is a link for it in the description. It is free, so go check it out. Really beneficial to have that information. And you know what? The reason why I recommend that is because when you then look at the tarot reading and you understand your chart, you get like 900% more out of it than just, the skim off the top type of vibe. But there's changes here, and it doesn't matter what's happening in your chart. It doesn't matter what your past is. It doesn't matter how your health is, how your confidence is. That's something that keeps on coming up in this reading. So if you're struggling with confidence at the moment, I'm sending you lots of love. And I want to let you know that, sometimes confidence is not an easy thing. It's not always easy to show yourself to other people. It's a very vulnerable space to almost kind of put yourself in. I remember back in the day when my best friend recommended to me to do videos on YouTube, I was like, there's no way. Like ain't gonna happen, But when you find a purpose for why you do what you do, a reason bigger than yourself. So for me, it is about serving the world. It is about doing what I can towards contributing a better state for everybody right now and for the next generation. Instead of yapping about what everybody else did wrong in the past. And so find yourself a purpose. Find yourself a driving force, something that surpasses money and status and all those sort of things, because those are all sort of like on the lower end of the ego, like the lower vibrational things. But find something that, if you're looking for your life purpose, if that's what you are looking for, what is my life purpose? So many people's been asking me that. What you do right now determines where you go next. I remember when I was very young, against my aunt's, like this one wardrobe in the room that I was staying in at the point, there was a sign that was printed out, and I didn't really get it fully, but it really somehow stayed with me because I saw it all the time. And I think she put it there deliberately because I could be so stubborn, but I think it was there before I arrived. But it says that life is determined by decisions, or it's determined by choice. You are where you are right now based on decisions and choices you took in the past. And going forward, your future will directly be influenced and directly be determined by the choices you make from the options that you have right now. So it's about choosing wisely. All right, it's about choosing wisely, and really having that beautiful relationship with yourself. Okay, using thought tarot, which I love, for what do you want to focus on? What is sort of like, as they like to say in thought tarot, one of my favorite things, and one of my friends who's this incredible psychic medium oracle reader, she also likes to say this, well, it's about asking the right question. When you got the right question, it's an iRobot. If you want the right responses, you've got to be asking the right questions, What do we have in Thought Tarot, please? What is it that Capricorn want to focus on? What is it that Capricorn want to focus on? What is the right answer for them? What is the right question, rather, so that we can receive the answer? And maybe through some clarification, we might be able to find the answer. Okay. So there are some cards that went flying that way. Can't see them. But the one that is really presenting itself is this one. So I'm going to take that one. And it says Princess of Swords. Quite incredible. Alright, so in Thought Tarot, I'm not going to go into all the details because that is literally like a 5-hour conversation. But Princess is almost, for those of you that are familiar with tarot, this would basically be like, this is the Princess of Swords. And swords, it's all about the mind. It's all about the air energy. It's all about the logic, So, if you sometimes we fall too much into our emotions. And it's good to be an emotional being. I can be very emotional because I'm a Cancerian, and I can I can get into emotions, But as much as it can be a guiding light, it could also be something that holds you back sometimes because you don't want to be hurt and you're afraid. And when you're on the negative side of your heart and your nerves and that sort of things, that's when you have anxiety and depression and you feel lethargic and those sort of things, And Princess of Swords in Thought Tarot would be the King of Swords, actually, in traditional tarot, traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, Marseille Tarot, those sort of vibes. And it's about going forward, Capricorn. It's about going decisively forward. It is about, there's a very powerful reminder here for you. And the reminder is that, for some of you, you might feel that, that you're trying to really do something substantial, reach a substantial point, maintain something substantial, contribute towards it, initiate it, maintain it, all those sort of things. And you may feel like you're sort of like almost like sword fighting the wind type of thing, like fighting an invisible, like an invisible force, basically. But you are reminded here that you are actually carrying the torch forward, that somehow you come from a lineage of strength, and just to remember, just because, a lineage isn't sort of like in alignment with our choices and our beliefs, doesn't mean that they're not strong. You know, so let's say you all awakened and you come from a family of, say, maybe cold-blooded assassins, for example, or, you know, whatever, like doing whatever activity that leads to a lot of, you know, negative karma, dealing drugs or like whatever, you know, conspiracies and whatever. It is still strength. It is just strength applied in a way that is not serving in the best possible way. So, but energy is energy. Remember, energy can't be created, it can't be destroyed. So you can apply that same strength in a much more positive way. Okay? Rightio. Let's see, let's clarify. So we're going to clarify that those gates of triumph, success that is expanding in your life in, ooh la la, beautiful ways. Beautiful ways, beautiful ways. You know, it is so wonderful the way that it is expanding for you. My beautiful, beautiful Caprino. Let's see. So you got the Chariot, the Knight of Cups. Actually, the Knight of Cups first, the Chariot, and the Four of Wands. All right. So, sorry. We're looking at someone offering love here to another person. And it feels like maybe there is a success that you've been looking for, or hoping for, or wishing for. But somebody is making either an offer of love here or sort of like reflecting an offer of love back. So maybe like you know, admitted your feelings to someone, they admitted their feelings to you. I feel it's getting reciprocated. Something here, it's almost like there's something quote unquote dark in this connection that maybe some people others don't know about. That would be dark for others, but I feel it's a perfect contributor to this connection. All right. So let's make an example. Let's say you had a romantic connection with someone in the past, and let's say somehow it turned out that that person is HIV positive and you're HIV negative, and now the two of you didn't work out. And now you're getting sort of connected to another person who now you are still HIV negative, and maybe this person is HIV positive as well. But it's not really something that bothers you, you know, or I mean, it could be anything else, it could be cancer, whatever. And there might almost be, I feel there might have been a belief, I picked up this energy last night actually, there might be a belief here from the other person that maybe you let them go because of, you know, their HIV status. And remember, this is just an example. And now you're going with someone else, but meanwhile they might not actually be knowing that, you know, it's not that because nobody's talking about it. It's not general knowledge, for example. It's almost like that, you know. And so somehow, you know, I do feel, I wouldn't say that maybe someone else is holding out to be with you or hoping that something doesn't work with someone. I don't necessarily say that it's maliciously intended, for example. It could just be like, oh, it's not going to work. I already know it's not going to work, that sort of thing. And then it works. And then I feel that maybe somehow later this person might probably find out. But I see, I mean, that's not really the point, because the point is that you and this person is making things work and making it work so beautifully. Making it work so beautifully. Look at what's at the bottom of the deck, the sun, highest vibrational energy. The things that would have there with that red flag, the things that would have actually been red flags before and that would have been like, you know, like hell no type of things, they are not those things anymore. Okay. Because you change, that person changed, and I feel that this other person's changing as well. So you don't have to, like, if you want to be almost like, say, if you want to call it the third person situation, even though I feel it's got somehow got more beauty than that somehow, you know, because the third party situation can be so like dark, you know, boring. It's not like that, but it's not something to worry about. Okay, so let's say, for example, this is an ex. That you might be afraid they might do something. You don't have to be afraid of that. Okay. So for this change energy here with Osho's in Tarot, we got the Four of Cups, the Two of Cups, and the Nine of Swords. So I feel that for some of you, you feel there's a need to explain to someone else, especially if you're getting in a new connection. I feel that for some of you, there is that sense that need almost to explain where you are at, what your motivations are, and that sort of things. And I want to remind you that if you get into a connection with someone else, so you were in a connection with this person, you were in a connection with Rider-Waite, and now you are in a connection with Osho Zen. Okay, these two people. So you and Rider-Waite, you are not together. Maybe you're not even speaking to each other. You're not together. Now you and Osho Zen is getting together, but it's almost like you owe it to Osho Zen to also speak to this person, and you owe it to this person to speak to Osho Zen. You are not done with Rider-Waite. So it's only fair that you sort of clear the air with all parties involved. You gotta clear the air with all parties involved, because something like this can go south very quickly. Okay? Worrying about it and being concerned about it, and it's not going to get you anywhere. You can always ask your guides, your guardians, and your angels for help. Okay? Let's clarify this Princess of Swords, because there's a powerful new start here, and from the dark into the light. But you are, I'm going to be honest with you, Capricorn, you are not out of the dark yet. Okay? You are not out of the dark yet. You want to know that, and that is not to scare you, but it is coming through as a warning. Okay? Ace of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, Five of Pentacles. Some of you are afraid of this connection. You're afraid of this connection, Capricorn. Okay? Heart opening, going in a potentially positive direction, because remember, everything is always just a potentiality. Nothing is set in stone. But fear can make you go back to that previous person, and you may justify it in your mind why you should do it. I will never tell you what to do, but if you ask me, I'm going to say like, you might burn your fingers there, you know. You might burn your fingers very badly if you try to go back to the past and hoping that it's going to change. All right? Somebody might just be like, oh, I knew you couldn't live without me, type of vibe. Okay? So that's what I got, beautiful Capricorn. I hope that helps. If it resonates with you, I'd really appreciate you liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. See you next time. Bye.